Hello my friends, I'm here to do another watercolor, doodling with watercolor. This one did not come out at all like I had planned. I was trying to do some fruit slices and I made them too big and they got out of hand, and so I switched over to flowers. So that's why you'll see later in the video, instead of like on the left side, I did 4 flowers. On the right hand side, I did 2 flowers. And that's when I was still, okay, I can make this work. But the ones on the left were just too big. And when you see me drawing the circle around it with my Inktense pencils, I'm still thinking about the fruit slices, but then that's about the time I decided, no, this is not going to work. This spread is a little bit different in that I tried out a new product for me, Watercolor Ground. It's called QOR Watercolor, and it says Light Dimensional Ground. And I just wanted to see what it would do on this composition notebook, and it worked. I kind of liked it. It looked, you know, I didn't have to worry about keeping adding water, and it took the watercolors really well. However, it did do a lot of more spreading like watercolor is supposed to do, so I'll have to be careful of that the next time I use it. I really wanted to do the fruit slices because I had seen someone else do them, and that it just was not working for me. I think I want to try it again though. Maybe in the next spread I will. But I'm just using my cheap watercolors here. And so I'm going to leave you to watch and enjoy a little bit of music while this is fast forwarded, and I will come in and talk to you some more as I see what I need to tell you. Okay, yeah, this is where I said, no, this is not going to work for fruit slices. It's a little bit too sloppy. It got away from me. So I chose my Inktense pencils to start making them flowers. I did like a little spiral in the center, and then I just traced around each flower. And I tried to coordinate the colors the best I could. I only have, I think there's 12 of those in Inktense pencils. I don't have all the colors. And the yellow did not work, so I chose green. I don't know why green. Maybe I should have used orange. I don't know. But anyway, that's what I'm doing here. I gave up on the fruit slice idea, and I will continue to see what I can do with these flowers. So here's where I decided that, well, if these are flowers, they need a background, and I need to get rid of those rings I drew around the few of them that I did before I switched from fruit slices to flowers. And this is where I really like that watercolor ground. It was just easy to put the color down and add more, and I didn't have to keep adding water. So I really enjoyed that aspect of this watercolor ground. And I'll try, if I can remember, to link it in the description if you're interested in finding it for yourself or buying it for yourself. I bought it from Amazon. So I just continue going in here with different colors, trying to make it look good, trying to make those circles around the flowers disappear. And I think it turned out kind of pretty. So I'll pop back in again in a few minutes. I wanted to clarify when I said that I didn't have to keep adding water. Of course, you see me dipping into my water jar there, but I was talking about, like, usually when I do a watercolor spread in my composition notebook, I usually spray it down several times with my spray bottle. You know, you see me do it, I think, in the beginning when I sprayed the watercolors themselves to wet them and loosen them up. So yeah, I did use water, but I didn't just keep spraying it like I usually do. So here I go ahead and put some more color on my petals because the background and the Inktense pencils kind of washed out some of my flowers a little bit and put a bunch of funky color around. So I just wanted to go in and define them a little bit. So that's what I am doing here. So here's where I decide to lean into the whimsical flower idea. So I'm trying to trace around them. I first started out with some, I think they're called Two Hands Black Pigment Liner Set. I wasn't really crazy about them for this. It seemed like the watercolor ground that I added on there was too rough for them, and I was kind of afraid that I would ruin the tip, and some of them were not going down as well as I wanted them to. So you'll see me switch over here in a little bit to my Faber-Castell. Is it Faber-Castell? I always forget what they're called. Yes, Faber-Castell Artist Pitt pens. And the first one I used, it wasn't working because it has a different tip than my favorite one. It wasn't working as well as I wanted, especially when I go in to do some details on the flowers themselves. So I switched to one with it's called B for brush. The other one, I don't remember what it is, but the tip I never have been happy with it. So there are different tips. Now here also, I'm trying to use a Posca pen to add some funky, fun details to my flowers. But either my acrylic Posca pen is low on ink, or that watercolor ground just kept soaking it in. So I went over it 2 or 3 times, or maybe I should have. I think I let it dry quite a while, but maybe it wasn't dry enough. I don't know. But anyway, the watercolor ground did not, some reason, I suspect it's the watercolor ground, did not really want to take that Posca pen, but I made it work the best I could. So that's what you see me doing here, and I will go back in with some more black, and I'll add some fun details around the flowers later on. You'll be seeing that if you stick it out with me. Stick it out, y'all. So yes, I have to say the pen that I'm using now, the Faber-Castell brush pen, works much better. It slides over the little bit of a rough texture much better, and you can get more detailed with it. The other pens, two pens I was using, they just, well, the first one worked okay, but this one worked the best. So I stuck with it when I was drawing in my leaves. So that's what I'm doing here, and I decided to go ahead and use my Inktense pencils, and I have two different colors of green, and so I used both of them in my leaves. And I think that's all the things that I need to tell you right now. If not, I will pop back in a few minutes, but this is about the end of the video, and you'll see how it turned out when everything's all dry and everything at the end. And I really appreciate you watching. I hope you will like and subscribe, and tell me if you do not like this style of video, and if you do that, give me a suggestion. The reason I do it this way is because when I edit, I don't have to chop it up so much. I can just go ahead and create, and then when I'm done, I just edit out all the awkward parts and all the long parts and speed it up, and then I can come in and just tell you all the details, and I'm not rambling quite so much. So I will see y'all again very soon. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I thank you and appreciate all my new subscribers and for all the support and kindness that y'all show me. All right, the video is almost done. Stick it out with me, y'all. y'all know I just had to add two of my favorite things, some little swirls and some polka dots. So I used my my Derwent Inktense pencils to do the swirls and my white Posca pen for the polka dots. And I think it looks good. Bye now.